Hey guys, welcome back to the Cocco channel. I thought that I would share some empties with you. I haven't done one of these, I don't think, this year. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. So I'm cleaning out my beauty room and I just want to get it out of here. So I thought, let's do that. Okay, so first things first is an empty bottle of Good Jeans. I put it back in the packaging just because I put my brand new one out. This stuff is uber expensive. Oh, so expensive, but it does so much work. So much work. This is a lactic acid treatment and it is literally Botox. Not literally, it is similar to Botox in a bottle. I get this every time coupon comes on for Sephora. I got one in the fall and then I just repurchased the biggest one in the spring. I'm hoping it lasts me until, what is it, November, but I doubt it. The only reason why the fall one lasted me this long is because when I was pregnant, I wasn't using it as much just because I wasn't sure if it was safe, number one, and number two, I was not in the mood for skincare while I was pregnant, which is when you should be, but it just didn't happen. I have 2 bottles of my Smoothie Star Body Milk from Soap and Glory. This is my favorite lotion of all time. The only thing about it, it doesn't go very far. Hence why there's 2 bottles of it. It takes like literally 3 pumps for each leg. It takes 2 for my butt cheeks. It takes 3 pumps for each arm. Like, it just doesn't go very far. Or I'm realizing maybe I'm just really big. I don't know, but I feel like it just doesn't go very far. But I love the smell and I love the moisture that it gives, which is why I continue to repurchase it over and over again. 2 foundations. I have an 810 and an 805. The 810 is empty and that's the color that I repurchased. The 805 is what is way too light for me. That's my winter color and I'm not going to keep it because it's already kind of funky and I need to, by the time I'm able to use this color again, it'll be bad. It'll be real bad. These are the H2O Elements Wipe Away the Day face cloths. I will not repurchase these ever again. They have like a nice cooling sensation, not like a burning or anything like that, but you had to use at least 2 of these to get your makeup off, whereas my Neutrogena ones, I only have to use 1, and they're thicker, they have more moisture. These were like kind of dry, very thin, so I would not recommend these, and they're expensive. They were like, oh, it doesn't say, but they were expensive. I have an Empty Fix Plus. I will repurchase this probably till the day I die. I have one that I just opened. I have a couple mini ones. My favorite scented is, I want to say, the coconut. I do enjoy the rose. Never bought the cucumber. I'm not a huge cucumber fan. But the original, there's nothing like Fix Plus. I've tried so many setting sprays and there's nothing like it. I resisted MAC for the longest time because I had like a horrible experience in a MAC store, but Ulta started carrying them and I didn't have to deal with MAC employees who are snobs to the high heavens for the most part. I'm not saying every single MAC person in the world is horrible, but I've come across a few and they're not the best. They weren't the best. So anyways, tangent about MAC, but now that Ulta sells them and I get points and I can use my coupons and stuff like that, like, I'm down. I am down for this. I haven't tried anything else. Like, I've never tried a concealer. I've never tried a foundation. I've never tried setting powders. I don't even know if they have setting powders. I'm sure they do. I have a couple of highlighters that I love from them. I don't think I have any eyeshadows. I think the only thing I have is Fix Plus and highlighters from MAC and a couple of lipsticks. Let's see, what else? Oh, look, we have another foundation. This is my holy grail foundation, in case you did not know. The H2O. The CoverGirl Outlast 2-in-1 Stay Fabulous. This was another 805 winter color. I have one random soap. This was the Vanilla and Avocado Gentle Foaming, and this actually had avocado oil in it, and it was so nice. It smelled really, really good too. I don't know why I only have one in there. Another Soap and Glory product. This is the Flake Away. This is my absolute favorite body exfoliant. I'm not a self-tanner or anything like that, but I do like to exfoliate once a week. Sunday's my all things day. I exfoliate my body, I exfoliate my face. I do that other days of the week, but that's when I do like a hair mask when I get in the shower. I do a face mask, I do a foot mask, like I'll do everything. Sunday's like my pamper day, I guess you would say. Speaking of masks, I have quite a few. This is the BB While You Sleep hair mask. It was alright. Nothing that I would repurchase. I really do miss my IGK prenup spray mask. That one was really good. Although I do have a Bumble and Bumble one that I'm using right now before you get into the shower, and I really am liking it. Not sure if it's worth the price tag. They're expensive, but I have been enjoying it. Not so much the cream one. This was the Earth Therapeutics Soft and Smooth Gentle Peeling Foot Mask. Oh man, if you need to get ready for summer flip-flops and stuff like this, this was flippin' amazing. I'm getting ready to do another one. I have to be careful because it has a, what does it have in it? It has something in it. Alpha hydroxy acids are sometimes not okay with breastfeeding. But I'll figure it out. I think when I did this, I was on antibiotics, so I wasn't breastfeeding anyways. I had a huge reserve in the freezer of breast milk from when I first came home from the hospital. But this, in like 3 days, I don't even know if it was maybe that long, maybe 2 days, made your feet peel so disgustingly, but it revealed such beautiful baby soft skin underneath. It worked so well. It's funny because my mom works at a spa now, and it's like a high-end, upscale, bougie spa, and they do a foot treatment like this, and it's like just the sock mask. They don't do anything special, but like they put on, it's not this specific one, it's probably another brand, but it's literally just this, and it's like $60, something like that. These masks for a 2-pack was like 15 bucks from Earth Therapeutics. You can get this at, I know Ulta, I bought mine at Kohl's when I had, I think it was 20% off of the beauty items. I got this during Christmas, and I just opened it a couple weeks ago, and I was like a snake, you guys, but it worked so well. So I would definitely recommend that. Definitely recommend that. This is the Tony Moly mask. I thought this was going to be a serum, but it was really funny. It looks like a little shot, and I opened it up, and it was like a face, like paper mask rolled up inside of it, sheet mask. And it was all right. Nothing super noteworthy. It was soft. It was like one of those really slimy soft ones, not like the paper rough ones. So I liked it, but nothing like, oh my god, go out and get it. Who talks like that? I do. This is my Ole Henriksen True Serum. This is my Holy Grail Vitamin C Serum. I am a pasty pale lady, and so I have sun damage because the sun hates my guts. And so the number one thing for me to kind of repair and revive this pasty paleness is vitamin C, is what I've been told from previous estheticians. And so I've been using this hard for probably, I want to say like 7 years. In that area. I remember I got to get a like one-on-one consultation with a Ole Henriksen representative, and so he turned me on to this and a couple other things, but this was one thing that stuck in my regimen hard. And so I do have like 3 more of these. I got the big Mama Jamma during a coupon, and then I have a couple little samples, but at the last coupon I did buy the Drunk Elephant like Sea Booster or something. I can't remember the exact name of it. No, this is Sea Boost. I don't know what it's called. So I'm anxious to see what it's like because I've been so in love with this for so long. I don't know what made me like want to change it up, but I kind of fell in love with Drunk Elephant because of this. This is baby facial. This was the baby one. You guys, if you ever want to try this, I know the big one is stupid expensive. It's like $80, but they have a kit that is this and the marula oil. This seriously gave me like, I want to say like 6-7 masks, this itty bitty little thing, and I squirt mine onto like a paddle foundation brush, and I just apply it on my face, let it sit. This is like super high. This has 25% AHA and 2% BHA. And so it like resurfaces, it's like an exfoliator, it has the acids, and so it's just supposed to be all around amazing for your skin. And so is the marula oil, like paired together. And so I highly recommend this. I think it was like, I'll annotate like how much the actual little kit was, but it was well worth it. Like so well worth it that I did buy the big one for $80 when it was on coupon. Just saying. Let's see. We'll keep on with skincare. I have a Origins Ginseng face moisturizer, energy boosting gel moisturizer, and I really liked this. I don't know if it's something that I would buy again. It smells really good. I felt nice getting, the only thing is that I wish it had a SPF in it, which it didn't, so don't think I would repurchase that. This is the Ultimate Miracle Worker from Philosophy. This is the nighttime, or no, this was the daytime one. This one had an SPF of 30. I'm looking for a good daytime moisturizer. Sorry, the lighting is getting like real funky. I'm looking for a daytime moisturizer with a little bit of a higher SPF. I read an article about SPF 30 is really only 15. So like the higher it is, it's still only like a little bit lower than that. So I would really like to have like a higher SPF in my daytime moisturizer. If you have any suggestions, leave them down below. Here's a little baby truth serum. This is the Caudalie Resveratrol Lift Eye Lifting Balm. I fell in love with this when I got a little kit that had this in it, and it's just not worth it to me. This stuff was, this itty bitty bottle I think was like 60 bucks just for this little thing, and it didn't last very long. I do have, like my under eye is a problematic area for me. I feel like it's very crinkly and crepey, and so I try to use an under eye moisturizer like twice a day, and so I just went through this way too fast for how expensive it was. So I'm still on the market for a eye balm. I have I have a cleanser. This was from Clarisonic, and this was the Skin Renewing Peel Wash Sonic Radiance. This was a nighttime wash that you used with your Clarisonic. It came in a kit with the Radiance brush heads, and so I finally got through all this, and it wasn't something that I was like, I need to go get that. Wasn't anything spectacular, personally. I have an empty, this was the Delicate Fragile or Dry Skin, and this one was actually a little bit too rough for me. It felt like an exfoliator. It was like a little bit too rough, but now I'm using the Radiance ones, and they're like too soft. I feel like I can still feel texture on my chin and on my nose, which is like where I get all of my like blackheads and stuff like that. So I need to find like an in-between of those. I have two Physicians Formula eyeliner pens. These are my absolute favorite. I repurchased these until the end of the earth and back. They're just so easy to use, and it's an actual brush tip. It's not a foam or felt tip. So I feel like I have a little bit more control over my lines for the most part. They're not always even or anything like that, but I feel like I can get along pretty well with the brush tip rather than the foam felt tip. Just the tip. I have two mascaras. My Stila Huge, which is a holy grail for me. I absolutely love this, especially in the travel size. I always try and snatch these up when it's like a free gift with Ulta or bonus points with Sephora, like 100-point perks. This is the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I know everybody loved this. They thought it was an exact dupe for Better Than Sex. Me personally, I was not a fan. I didn't think it was great at all. In fact, I don't even know if I used all of it or not. I know I used it quite a few times because I spent the money on it, but it's definitely not something I would repurchase. And don't hate me. I know a lot of people loved it, and I'm super jealous because I obviously bought it to love it, but my lashes were just like, no ma'am. They like stuck straight out. It was really weird, and it was like really dry. I don't know. This is the Anastasia Brow Definer, and I don't think I'm gonna repurchase this, you guys. I know, this was like this was like when I got into the brow game. I, believe it or not, a couple years ago, did not do my brows. Was like, no, I don't have to do my brows, I'm blonde. Now, as you can tell, I do my brows, and I broadened my horizons and I'm actually using Benefit brow goof proof brows, and so I actually like it. They're not as intense, the formula is not as dry. I feel like this ABH one's a little bit dry, so sometimes I get a little intense because I'm like trying to get the pigment on there, so I'm gonna stick with goof proof for a little bit. Last but not least, I have Tarte's Shape Tape. I won't be repurchasing this. It has amazing pigmentation and it's like, you know, everyone's absolute favorite concealer of all time, but for me, it just, like I said, I have so much like crepiness and like crinkles that it just didn't do me justice. So I'm back to my naked and I love it. So that is it. Is that what it's called? Naked concealer, right? Yeah. So that's it for this Empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Brittany Cocco. You're watching the Cocco channel. Please subscribe if you're not already. And that's it. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.